Here is another headphone amplifier by Harley Benton RockPlug, and this is the Classic Metal. Same as the other one, it's supposed to be a true analog circuit, faithfully. It looks exactly the same as the other one, except this one is Classic Metal and the other one is Classic Rock. Same controls, drive, tone, volume, then on and off switch, phones, and aux and USB charging. So the thing is built exactly the same. What I'm going to do is I'm going to test it out the same way I tested the other one. I'm going to basically be doing the exact same test. Let's see what we can do with this thing. Let's see if it's actually Classic Metal. So I've done the exact same thing as I did with the other one. I've plugged it into my guitar, which is a Tele, and just straight into my interface, and we'll see what it sounds like straight out. So what you will hear in your headphones is exactly what you will hear when you plug it right into the thing. So I'm going to start by turning up the volume all the way up, and we get almost nothing. You need to turn up the drive a little bit to get something. So the tone is all the way down as well. So I'm going to turn up the drive a little bit. Low gain. This is immediately a lot better than the Classic Rock. So let's turn up the gain a little bit more. This is very low gain, like low setting of the knob. So I'm going to turn it up about halfway maybe. Turn up the tone. And the gain all the way up. So a lot more gain than the other one had, and a lot more scooped mids, tighter sounds, so immediately a lot better for, you know, metal. This definitely works for those who want to practice, I guess, like Metallica riffs. So So I would say that the tone is, you know, pretty usable, I guess, in a practice sense, especially if you need something that is has more gain. I want to try out a EQ setting at the end of it to see if I can make it has too much low end, so I would like to cut that off and then do a little bit of tweaking and see if I can make it just a little bit better, and then I'll test the pedal after that. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I've made a bit of an adjustment there to cut off some of the low end and then tighten it up. It doesn't actually tighten up the input from the guitar into the thing, so there's a little bit of I guess muddiness in the low mids and the low end of the input into the amplifier, so that part might be solved with a pedal, so I'm going to see what happens later with that. Right now I just have an EQ curve that I think does improve the sound a little bit more. It does scoop the mids even further, but I guess that's kind of the tone that this thing gives you anyway, so I think I just shaped it to sound a little bit better than it did before. So this is the sound before. And this is after. Yeah, I think it sounds a lot better this way. One thing to note about the tone control is that I think it's about halfway now. If I turn it up even higher, it seems like it's just somehow clipping the circuit in a very, very unpleasing way. So this is the setting that I think sounds decent. So let's see what happens when I turn it up. It's still okay. It's like on the verge of being too much. So I'm gonna go even further up now. Just all the way up. So you can hear the clipping noise. It's not the interface clipping. I have checked, it's not, it's like I'm going maximum of about like -8, -6 dBs, which is fine, it's still clean. So, and it even happened if I turn it further down. So the clipping is actually from the amplifier, and it's very, very harsh and not nice sounding. So this is about the setting that I would like to use. Okay, let's plug it into a pedal, or plug a pedal into this, actually the other way around, and see if I can make the pedal tighten up the tone going into the amplifier to give it a more pleasing low end especially, and if I can make it even better. Okay, so I've plugged a pedal into the amplifier, and then this goes into the pedal. So guitar into pedal, into amplifier, into audio interface. And I'm going to see if I can make it sound better that way. So let's see what happens when I turn on the pedal with maybe less distortion than before, but a little bit of a low cut. Okay, so this is the tone before. And this is the tone after. So yeah, this is pretty decent for those who want to practice, obviously, Metallica stuff. That's the only thing I've been playing in this video. But I think the pedal into the amp makes it better. So you could use a tube screamer to boost it. Maybe not boost it too much, but like give it a little bit of a drive going into it. Maybe a bit of turning up the tone, and not too much though, because it will make it too bright. But if you only have headphones, then I guess, depending on the headphones that you have, because some of them might actually be mid-scooped, which could be an advantage. The ones that I've been using for listening and stuff are very flat-ish, so they do have, it doesn't sound very nice through them. But if you have something that is a little bit mid-scooped, then it might sound a bit better. So in conclusion, I think this one sounds a lot better than the other one. I guess I would kind of recommend it if you need something super cheap. I'll put the price here. Super cheap, that you just plug your headphones and just get going. Maybe, I don't know, I guess you're in a band, you're touring, and maybe you're in a bus and you need to play. You just plug this in, put your headphones on, and you can start, you know, warming up, practicing, working on ideas or whatever. So yeah, it's useful, but don't expect an amazing tone or crazy versatility. Just expect it to sound just about the way that you heard in this video. Yeah, take it for what it is and see if you want to try it out yourself. Please consider subscribing. I have more content coming out soon, so stay tuned.